Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again. What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, miss away, eat the yellow rat you. Use the youth, the money, waste for most of man statue. Say we like a catch you, but we got enough, we got you. Take this bit of money, got and say that is not you. One day the man above him up, him a got up. Too much it in the kitchen, some a fiber like a pat too. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you. It burn me 300% praise. It burn me garbage pile up the day. It burn me give the teacher them raise. It burn me I see corruption face. It burn me mash down the people them house. It burn me every day appear arms out. It burn me appear money them a thief. It burn me and them a sell out the beach. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.
Wagwan family, good afternoon, guys. We have breaking news. Daryl Vaz saying one black Uber and other rideshare apps in Jamaica, mainly because of government incompetence. It is the government fault. Let me tell you guys that. You hear what I say? People, you know how I say? The teacher woman out there to sue the rideshare company and sue the government. That's what the family is supposed to do, go after right now. The government is at fault. Publish the sexual predatory registry list, brother. That Jamaica need. Banning the rideshare app now gonna help nothing. Banning the rideshare app now gonna help nothing. Let me tell you something. You're talking to a real Uber driver. When I drive Uber because I love it. Me just, whenever I'm ready to go meet people and talk to people, just turn on up and jump in my car. I swear. I love meet people, talk to people, and when you turn on the app, you carry some type of people and you go someplace, you nah go, or you can't go without the app on. People, I've been doing Uber for a long time, people. The side hustle and all type of stuff. While I'm working, I still do Uber. Even California people. I work at the railroad, still do Uber while working at the railroad. Do you understand me? So I know about Uber. Receive award from Uber that was given to less than 2% of Uber driver in the whole country. Me get that award from Uber. Riders preferred award from Uber. Enough driver, I've never seen that before. So I understand Uber. I take this thing serious. When I started out with Uber, Uber was only in San Francisco. And it was only Uber X and Uber Black. Uber, nothing else. No Uber Eats, none of that. And Uber was only in San Francisco, the city, where make the app. And then it start. And as Uber start to make themselves across the country, we see the fights will come up. Taxi men, taxi services coming out fighting against Uber drivers, Uber. So the driver them no train and anybody can this and that and you can't get anybody in the background check no run. And Uber get fight. And as Uber get fight, we see Uber spread across the country. One of the biggest fights Uber get was in New York. Because the taxi service over there so is tied to the firefighters' retirement. Do you understand me? Taxi service tied to New York firefighters' retirement plan. So they never want to see Uber come take $1 from them. When Uber started out, it was all old people taking Uber. Old people are sorry, young people. Old people did not take Uber, rather. Old people said them not take it because driving a train and with this and that. Whenever I say old people take an Uber, is one of them youngsters, them grand picnic, them picnic send an Uber for them. When you look at the Uber as young people, when you look at the taxi, old people. Up till today, when you look at a taxi cab, and somebody old night. Young people don't go for that no more. And you have Uber, you have Lyft, you have Wings, and so many other ride-sharing services will come out there. And as it starts spread across the country, more and more people start accept Uber. Spread across the country, spread out across the country, and overseas, them get fight overseas too. The people them say the same thing. Taxi drivers in San Francisco used to drive around with big sign and them car, especially the Arab taxi driver them. Them have this big sign on the back of them car, them drive around and advertise it to discourage people from taking Uber. Enough of them taxi drivers start driving Uber. When Uber come in, Uber change the standard. Before, Uber car used to be dirty, nasty, smell like curry. Driver disrespectful. Uber changed the standard. So I think if the United States decides say them have bar Uber and Lyft, and then they have Lyft and all the other ride sharing, right? So if the government decides them have ban Uber in America, what would happen? Now Vaz said him have ban Uber Jamaica. Ban Uber and other ride sharing companies in Jamaica. Why? Because the teacher was found missing and dirt was because the person who was using the ride-sharing app did not pop up nowhere saying he was a sexual predator. Well, the government themselves charge him for the same crime. But the only thing you know, I dirt that person there. Listen to me good. Uber is safer than taxi. Jamaica, so you guys, listen to me. Don't listen to them idiots like Vaz and them fool there. Them not no sense. Vaz not no sense, you know. I idiot them, man. I idiot them, man. They won't go react because something happened. Our government carelessness why the teacher dead. Because if the boy could have pop up on no list no way, maybe the teacher wouldn't take him and wouldn't drive for the company, ride-sharing company. Uber, you have to do a background check. When Uber just started, Uber did them own background check. And Uber start getting in trouble by drivers start doing some stuff. Then Uber get an outside company start doing the background check. That means if anything happen out there, some stuff don't come back to Uber because it's the company that do the background check for them entirely. You know, hear me I say, people? Uber is much more safer. I trust my child to drive in Uber opposed to some taxi. So Vaz with his ignorance, and you know, because the teacher get dropped out because them feel the teacher. Or you have a sexual predator and the name of the on some list. The sexual predatory list must be public in Jamaica that could have saved the teacher life. And so many other Jamaicans who become a victim behind a sexual predator. Because the government fail to make the list public. Me ask for my platform. Can employers get access to your list? Can employers get access to your file, sexual predatory list? Is that where anywhere where the employer will hire you? A ride-share company, a McDonald's, just to be a daycare helper, whatever job you might hire for. Can someone say you are a sexual predator in Jamaica? Or it's hidden from everybody? The government failed the teacher. So many other people. Sexual predators must be known to the public. Why would a country who thinks that them care about the people? Why would a country who say them care about people and love people have sexual predator lists private? It's not helping the victim. It is helping the predator by keeping him hush-hush, by not placing it anywhere. It can live from one parish to the next parish, to the next town, to the next town, and bring them nastiness. Listen to me. Uber is much safer. So them say right, them create this new in-drive stuff in Jamaica and Uber to make the public safe because taxi man that take with the people them. Let me tell you how safe Uber be. You can have somebody follow you while they're driving an Uber. Yes, you can have somebody follow you, can have somebody who link up with you. Them can see every move the Uber make. Just like a navigation, them can see where the car take you. Do you hear me say? Them have the driver name. So if that driver do anything to you, the last person carry you going at that driver. So how the police they find the driver so quick? Technology. How you believe they find the driver so quick? Now, when they're the teacher, if it was another way transportation to take, would they be able to find the driver that quick? If the teacher had taken another taxi, that is not a no line and no app, because the app she got to call the app. She know the driver name. The driver name is in the system, but the background check. As several cases the man have. Man's a predator, serial predator. But that man is allowed to operate in a Jamaica, operate taxi, carry kids. Then how many other people this man are dirt? Maybe that's the one to find out. This man are probably dirt people off the app. I'll be a regular taxi or a robot. The app where Vaz said for shut down is more safer than a taxi, red plate. It's more safer than a robot. I would make Lexi use that any day, all day. I don't know, I love to pick them. Guys, I'll be right back after the short break.
Delano, we have not looked at community tourism the right way, you know.
Yeah, that whole community tourism piece needs a complete reset, and we know that, which is why we kind of decided to cut off a lot of the people who are hanging on to the community tourism thing, because they were just making money and doing nothing. Yeah, that whole community tourism piece needs a complete reset, and we know that, which is why we kind of decided to cut off a lot of the people who are hanging on to the community tourism thing, because they were just making money and doing nothing.
Delano, we have not looked at community tourism the right way, you know.
Yeah, that whole community tourism piece needs a complete reset, and we know that, which is why we kind of decided to cut off a lot of the people who are hanging on to the community tourism thing, because they were just making money and doing nothing.
We are a CPR chain. We go to TPDCO. All right, them tell us certain things that we need to do, and we do it. So I don't say why. We go to TPDCO, and now I can't operate my RAF. All right, so that means TPDCO have to refund my money and all of the guys them.
But when CVM Live questioned these allegations, they were refuted by senior strategist in the Ministry of Tourism, Delano Seavright.
We had many consultations with them. We had many discussions. The police had many discussions about what is coming, and they did not take it seriously because they think government is just all talk.
So people, so my recommendation, this is what Vaz said. Vaz was speaking in the House of Representatives on Tuesday. My recommendation as of today, which will obviously have to be vetted for legal purposes, is that a ban on all those ride-sharing apps with immediate effect. You saw government, you saw them work? Them work off of emotion. Them not work how them can fix the app. Weed out the predator, them out of the system. The app work. These apps are much safer than a taxi man when you don't know. How about taxi man can people go dirt them and not come out of it? Or they don't know if they find a trail, or they can't start a trail. They could start a trail for this teacher by following the brother because of him there on the system. Uber is safer than the regular taxi and the robot. Rideshare is safer. The phone technology is safer. I would go after the company who failed to do background check, and I would go after the government who don't want to make the background check public. So I wonder if Uber or the other rideshare company want the background, the sexual predatory background for any driver. Can they get it? The sexual predator report. Can any company in Jamaica get that report from the government? What if one is ride-sharing company like Uber up so people don't do background check? Uber does background check, and every minute people, every so often you have to take a picture. So Uber makes sure that you are driving the car and some man with dirty and having the trunk round there, so and I drive the car. Let me tell you about Uber, man. People are years, maybe not Uber driver people, years working on the Uber on the side. We love Uber. We love to meet people. We love to talk to people. I meet some people. You couldn't meet them if it wasn't driving Uber. I've gone some places. I couldn't go there. Put that foot away. Go where you could have go and let you drive Uber. People have gone to some places. People have seen some things because of the Uber app. I've met some people because of the Uber app. I understand Uber. And even though Uber is a safe ride, Stuff happened to. I remember one driver took this lady from the Bay Area, San Francisco, and took her all the way to Fresno. When we go have him with the woman was asleep. And the boy passed the woman's house, you know. Guess what? Fool. That's what I say. No matter what kind of system you have, you're still going to find some people do what they want to do with people. Whether Uber, regular taxi, could even a policeman. All police go do stuff too. What they're supposed to do. So I'm tell you about this boy will take the woman from the Bay Area all the way to Fresno. Jumping in the back seat on the woman and have him wait on the woman. California. She was on the app. Him drive her, she asleep. The man take her all the way to Fresno. People that are hours, you know, people. Hours the woman pass out. Hours woman wake up and find the Uber driver on top of her. Stuff happen, people. But you don't shut down the Uber app. You don't. You fix it. The prosecutor need to be prosecuted. Is that the whole driver in the system that's caused this? You don't just work like this. Like what Vasa, I come talk. I want you guys to listen fast. You don't do that. That's dumb. That's reactive because on a failure to make the sexual predatory list public. It's like a politician out there who are predator and do not want them name go to the public. Why would a government not want the sexual predatory list public? It's the same way a government don't want the Auditor General to find out where is $1.7 trillion spent or disappear to. Why can a government don't want sexual predatory list public to help the people? What government do that? Look like there's a bunch of predator in a parliament, man. Since it's a bunch of backside predator in a parliament themselves, what government wouldn't want the sexual predatory list public? Unless you're a dirty man. Eh? What government would want to protect them people? Good God. Listen.
And welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on TVJ International in the Cayman Islands and online at onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, the Transport Minister has recommended an immediate ban on local ride-sharing applications like InDrive and Uber until a proper regulatory system is in place.
Yeah.
Darrell Vaz made the proposal in his sectoral presentation in the House of Representatives on Tuesday.
Andrea Chisholm has the details.
Passengers have been enjoying the ease of booking taxis through applications on their phones. While the benefits are obvious for both passengers and drivers, major concerns about safety.
I actually took a cabinet submission to cabinet 3 weeks ago to discuss this very matter because of the complaints that I was getting from commuters and also from industry players who are playing by the rules and paying their fees for their license, etc. And these apps are undercutting them both in fear without any form of background checks. And
Vaz, you're chat, you're not supposed to chat. You're gone over fear. You're gone. What you said now, you have a good feeling about Uber. You talk about the app cut them in fear. And that you're supposed to talk about. You're supposed to talk about the safety of passengers while they're on these rides. That's what you're supposed to talk about. You know, talk about the fear and the taxi man them who them are cut. This sound like when Uber was going across the country and getting pushback even from New York and all these different states. That's what you sound like. You don't sound like you care about people safety. You sound like you have worry about some stuff you're not supposed to worry about. And that's what you're supposed to say. Worry about the safety and the protection of passengers while they are on the ride sharing app.
Passengers and drivers, major concerns about safety.
I actually took a cabinet submission to cabinet 3 weeks ago to discuss this very matter because of the complaints that I was getting from commuters and also from industry players who are playing by the rules.
Industry players. So basically, this is a political move now. He want to cut off the neck for industry players. Do you want one? For industry players. Vaz tell me everything we want to tell you right now. It is not about the safety of the people. You know this where Vaz come from? He might get called from industry players. So anything after this could be a big old lie. Say the right share cause people were dead and this and that. Anything after this, you can see the foundation of Vaz's argument. people say them man are some idiot them, you know. They can't talk to me.
Proposal in his sectoral presentation in the House of Representatives on Tuesday.
Andrea Chisholm has the details.
Passengers have been enjoying the ease of booking taxis through applications on their phones. While the benefits are obvious for both passengers and drivers, major concerns about safety.
I actually took a cabinet submission to cabinet 3 weeks ago to discuss this very matter because of the complaints that I was getting from commuters and also from industry players who are playing by the rules and paying their fees for their license, etc. And these apps are under
People are same way taxi driver in America say. Same thing we must say also. Vaza go on like say him have a taxi service. Vaza go like him have bus and taxi on road. You understand me I say? Let me tell you, say, Uber is more safer, ride share is safer for my kids than take a taxi. Even a taxi man what we know. Uber safer than them. Because the taxi man you know can turn somebody different tomorrow morning. And you know, so you trust him so much in the picnic because it's always somebody who you trust. But when the Uber come for you or the Lyft, look here. Remember, you know 100% safe on earth, you know. Even though the Uber and the Lyft driver know say, you already got them name and family member, you can listen to them and the Uber people. Them can record you. The passenger can record the journey. So if you talk or say anything to them bad, them can record you in the app. In the app, it will help them to be safe. Passenger can share them trip with someone to know every turn them take, every corner them take. It is much safer. But even though it's much safer, there's always people who gonna do crazy stuff, like a police officer of the law, like a teacher. Just the other day, yes, a teacher get caught with our students and do what she's not supposed to do, don't it? So even though you have these things to make it safe, you're always gonna have somebody with head chip and do crazy. Passengers say we who hurt driver. Just the other day, there was a passenger who took an Uber driver from a hotel to the store, a liquor store. That driver was safe. But the driver who took the Uber driver back, the Uber driver who took the passenger back lost his life because the man decided to say, man, him have a gun and the man blew him. Man can't up the Uber driver for no reason. No reason. Uber driver did not do anything to him. No reason. And I'm asking man, can the man walk away, just walk back in the hotel? That means he want to go to prison. It's not like him run. Him walk up back in the hotel. So he go back to him room and go wait for police to come. Well, if you understand how some people crazy, so no matter what you do, some people out there crazy, even a passenger will hurt you. There's another case right here in Fort Lauderdale, not Fort Lauderdale, somewhere in, I forgot where, but in Florida, where this guy, an ex-con, dirt a Uber driver. The Uber driver going in his house, pan 2 legs. The Uber driver come out in a plastic bag and igloo. Una hear what Carlos I say? Una hear me I say? For whatever reason, the driver got to the man door. Come out and carry and went to the man door like the man. They pull him in the house. They hack him up like a wood they are cut up. Yeah? Surveillance video from resident place. See the man come out of the house with black plastic bag of church in the garbage. That's a Uber driver gone in. So I'm sure it happened both ways. So people get crazy, period, whenever, whatever. They trip and do this stuff. And the man who do that to the driver is also an ex-con. The man who do that to the driver is an ex-convict on probation. Then the Uber driver all the time. They do things to them people. Crazy passenger in their vehicle. You don't know who behind there? And what they're about to do? I just read something the other day. A police officer shot a Uber driver. I never read the full story. But we don't see it. That's what, last week? A police officer was a passenger. Him shot a Uber driver for whatever reason. I don't know. Said go both ways. My gentle people. You have driver who abuse them passenger too. So we can't tell you about Uber. Remember Carlos when I talk to. Me always do Uber. No matter how me there. From me work a railroad, anything people, I always be my side hustle. is Uber. Now Uber guy. Remember that. They can't teach anybody about Uber. Me the Uber from Uber was owned in San Francisco. Before Uber, no for only know Uber. Because Uber started in San Francisco first. That's where Uber started and moved itself across the country. With this nonsense we hear Vaza talk about, I see what they used to say. But people now go back to the dirty, nasty, curry smelling cab. Cab, they smell like curry. Uber, change the bar. Raise the bar. Tell even taxi cab if you get new car. Go look at the fleet of taxi you see out there. Do you see the Crown, the Ford Crown out there? Crown Victoria? Old police car, they used to run taxi with. Old police car. Mash up and look, dilapidated like a. Since Uber and Lyft touch the ground people, taxi men have to buy new car, they have to change out their fleet. Keep them car much better. Driver have to smell better, go be a man. They smell like some curry. Eh? Car have to smell good. The app you can write up a driver can give you can write up a driver. If a driver is inappropriate to you, you can leave a bad note for him. You can't have him banned for if a driver smell like a weed, smoke, alcohol, or anything. You can write him up. No, if a taxi driver smell like white rum and boom, can you write him up? That's the difference. If a robot driver smell like a drunk batty, can you write him up? Who are you going to report him to? No, seriously. If you come out of an Uber driver and it smell like alcohol, trust me, you can make sure say you are the last passenger him carry. You are the last passenger him carry. Uber is much safer. Some hear some people say, boy, the Uber, the app make them take the people. How? How is the app taking away people? How? Don't just listen bag of nice. Show me how the Uber app is these apps are taking away people. Val said them also use the app for illegal stuff. Hey, they might just use my car as doing illegal stuff because there are people who will call Uber and they'll put a box in your car. They're not coming with that box. Do you hear me? There are people who call Uber. Like there, you see Sharon, you're going to go pick up Sharon. When Sharon comes, Sharon only come out with a box or something in her hand, a package, to deliver to the next end. Do you understand me? How do I know it's not a 2 key may I carry? How many know it's a 2 kilo may I carry? How many know say I want some gun may I carry? How many know say some weed or some drugs or some pill or some illegal substance may I carry? How many know that? Nobody can be sure. No Uber driver can be sure. Yes, they do use Uber for illegal activity. Because if a man carry a certain thing, they will take the right share to drive in night because you now get no. Him good. Him not drive the car, he's just a passenger in an Uber car. And police don't really pull over Uber driver up on the road. They don't. Uber driver don't get harassment on the road, people, unless they do something really dumb. Uber drivers do not get harassment. I mean, I tell you. Take it from Carlos, man. Me I do Uber before the whole town know Uber unless they live in San Francisco. That's where it started from. So it is more safer. So this I better use emotions. It is more safe and cleaner. Fix it. Make the sexual registry list become public. And this is where I talk. That's the thing, you know. The sexual registry list public. So me I talk about now. If me an employer, I may hire some people. Is there any place me can go make sure say John Brown, Harry, and Jane are on the sexual registry list? Eh? The Uber and the rideshare driver, do they have a choice in Jamaica? Do you make that available for them so the employers can find the sexual predator them and weed them out? Jamaica, more if you know, when they're coming out and blaming everybody more than government if you do them goddamn job. Eh? Leave the right share alone. Leave that alone and that's the problem and only for doing the job. It no matter how good it is, no matter how safe it is, there are people gonna do stuff and you can't stop them. Look at police officers who's supposed to serve and protect. Police officers are caught with them pants down sometime or surprise everybody who should have known better. Teacher, we don't see the news the other day, over and over, teachers are caught with kids at some compromising position. Teacher who should know better. But no taxi can't be safer than right share. That's why I want to find the teacher so quick. That's what I find the teacher, don't it? Because the last person who come in my car, if that person go missing, you know who them a come for? If the last person who come in my car, that person go missing, who you think them a come for? Who you think them a come for? Remember, you know, she have a phone, everything register. Check her phone. Oh, she went in Muhammad's car. And the color of the car, the make of the car, the name of the driver, and the picture of the driver there. And when you drive in Uber, very often you have to stop the app and take a picture of your face. Profile picture. Remember, you have a profile picture already. But Uber want to make sure, say, I know nobody kidnap the driver. I do something to the driver and I drive around with passenger in the car. So Uber ask you to take a picture before you can open up the app. A lot of safety features. You have also the light from the beacon to your phone. You can, whatever light you want, so you can pick out your car in a crowd of cars. There are a lot of times people come out of clubs and all them things at night and whip a car with a taxi, everything. Or you go pick out your taxi. Choosing a purple light or whatever light from your phone and look for a corresponding beacon. Not only that, read the license plate. Make sure the license plate. Not only that, the color of the car. Not only that, the make of the car. Not only that, the driver's name. Not only that, the driver's profile picture. So you see how many safety features are there? And even with all of that, you still find Uber driver going to violate people. And no sir, prison are going on. Then no sir, prison are going to go. Prison are mix them. But you have people who do that. But regardless, we want to shut down the Uber app as Vaza try to do Jamaica. And idiot think that. You make America try to do that to no Lyft and Uber. People, you want America tear down? Make them talk about saying a ban Uber and Lyft because the people are already used to this kind of life. A decent life, a decent ride. And Uber is here to stay. Along the taxi, them Uber didn't kill out all the taxi, them taxi are still here. Everybody work together. So you hear guys that talk about now like taxi and Uber cannot work together. They all can work together. They all can work together. Taxi and Uber and Lyft and Wings and all the different type of ride share America, they work together. The fight, the fight and the nice and the hear them talk about, it done. It done. When we used to go to San Francisco airport, taxi man, they make nice pound way. Then blow them on, especially in the park at certain spot. I jump out the passenger real quick. The taxi driver, them a snitch pan you. I call it police pan so we get tickets. The fight we get an Uber to start. Remember, you know, man, Carlos was an Uber app when Uber was only in San Francisco, working at the railroad. Still do Uber. What we say? Still do Uber, my side job. So hard until we get award from them. Me no normal Uber driver, you know, people. Me no normal driver. Me no go fenke Uber driver like some of uno where I look gas money and rum and boom money. Me a serious Uber driver. So me I tell you to say, when we just started out, the taxi driver, most of them are Indian people. They are Arab. When you got the gas, because them serious, you know, when you got the airport, them man hung them on for car police power way. To get you in trouble, the fight. Some of them are driving with a sign on them car. You know, I don't play what I do. And we push on through people. And now we see all people start take Uber. Everybody and their mama start take Uber. And look a fight we get. But listen what I say. I want you to listen again.
And welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on TVJ International in the Cayman Islands and online at onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, the Transport Minister has recommended an immediate ban on local ride-sharing applications like InDrive and Uber until a proper regulatory system is in place.
Daryl Vaz made the proposal in his sectoral presentation in the House of Representatives on Tuesday.
Andrea Chisholm has the details.
Passengers have been enjoying the ease of booking taxis through applications on their phones. While the benefits are obvious for both passengers and drivers, major concerns about safety.
I actually took a cabinet submission to cabinet 3 weeks ago to discuss this very matter because of the complaints that I was getting from commuters and also from industry players who are playing by the rules and paying their fees for their license, etc. And these apps are undercutting them both in fear without any form of background checks and no monitoring by the Transport Authority.
Transport Minister Darrell Vaz says he has written to the police and the telecom providers outlining the concerns.
I want to indicate that my recommendation as of today, which will obviously have to be vetted for legal purposes, is that a ban on all of those ride-sharing apps with immediate effect until such time as we can come to the table and work out properly how these apps will be regulated in terms of making sure that safety, background checks of the drivers are done not only by the app, the ride-share apps, but by the Jamaican authorities.
On Monday, the police reported that the suspect in custody for the murder of 29-year-old teacher Daniel Anglin operated a ride-sharing service and has a history of sexual offenses.
This is just one of several cases that the police have had evidence that these ride-share apps have been used for criminal activity. So it's not the unfortunate loss of a life on the weekend. There's several. And with a letter from the police to the minister responsible for telecommunications, I have a responsibility to act. And I am prepared to go to the end of the world to make sure that that ban is enforced immediately.
Buzz, a big emotion me I use in a parliament. Big emotion. You idiot. However, inconvenience so many people for one occurrence. However, ban, boom. So you screw everybody, care about the arrangement. People have to go home this evening or tomorrow or next day or next week. You say idiot, my people. You say them reactive government. You say them idiot. However, boss, immediate ban. Boom. You don't care about nobody else. Just, you're bad man, just ban, just rrr. Brother, look for the stuff and fix it. Something is wrong, fix it. They are Jamaica enjoying this ride. This is a safer ride. Is somebody not sense, Some transport minister.
The Transport Authority is scheduled to meet with representatives of local ride-sharing apps this week.
InDrive remains outstanding. And I'd like to point out that in addition to the government concerns about safety and security in this environment, there are issues relating to undercutting in the market where charging.
You hear me say the undercutting. So his problem is not safety. His problem is undercutting the driver. Listen what I'm saying. Like Vazagua, like him have taxi on road too. The problem is undercutting. And that's what I talk about. The problem is not so. I want to listen to the idiot because I'll be an idiot, man. Be an idiot.
Remains outstanding. And I'd like to point out that in addition to the government concerns about safety and security in this environment, there are issues relating to undercutting in the market where that ban is enforced immediately.
The Transport Authority is scheduled to meet with representatives of local ride-sharing apps this week.
InDrive.
Because you can't get the pimp out Uber and the ride-sharing company. You can't pimp them out. They're not giving them the money. And trust me, Uber now go down with a fight. Uber have more money than the Jamaican government. Uber got more money than the Jamaican government. One only the day when Uber fight them way around the world. You're not idiot. Which part only the day when Uber fight them way from Sacramento, from San Francisco, state after state, city after city. One of the day when them gets lawsuit and pushback, Vazia no nothing. Uber got more money than the country named Jamaica. Idiot.
Remains outstanding. And I'd like to point out that in addition to the government concerns about safety and security in this environment, there are issues relating to undercutting in the market where lower fares are charged.
I saw Uber stay up here so too. People choose to take Uber. People choose to take taxi. Vast Jamaica people now go back to not thinking taxi. People want to drive in something nice. You think the government can tell American people them say them have ban Uber? You know one them young people are getting mad at America. You can't go take no millennials to go take no goddamn taxi cab. They never take it. And Uber and Lyft them a take. You can't go tell these young people who already used to them nice, decent ride, clean, well up to the time, smelling good, respectable driver, who them can grade if the driver not do good. Yeah? I want to know. You think Jamaican people are go back? But them a boy yeah, because of one instance and they get emotion because he must have owned some taxi or bus on the road or something. So he might seem like how we hear them attack as Uber spread across the country. This app, everybody else is paying all the type of money. This app is new technology, bro. That's the way forward. So we're not talking about this app. So what about cashless? We're not talking about our needs. But you said there's no privacy. You said there's no privacy, no? You who said there's no privacy? For your government to push needs. What about that? This app, the boy of us now have no sense. I hear that, man.
A responsibility to act. And I am prepared to go to the end of the world to make sure that that ban is enforced immediately.
Yeah.
The Transport Authority is scheduled to meet with representatives of local ride-sharing apps this week.
InDrive remains outstanding. And I'd like to point out that in addition to the government concerns about safety and security in this environment, there are issues relating to undercutting in the market where lower fares are charged. And that impacts on the tourism, the economy in general, and the threat of other issues.
Vaz, the 300% raise impact the economy more. On the 300% raise are drag down the country. Yeah? On the 300% raise are impact the country more. You know what impact the country more? All them cocaine we are finding at Portland. All them cocaine we are finding at Portland are impact the country more. Make we listen.
Such as money laundering and terrorism.
Discussions have begun with international ride-sharing app Uber, which has indicated a willingness to operate within Jamaica's legal framework.
Of course they will. Of course they will. Mr. Uno now give Uber the sexual predator list. Uno now give Uber. Uno now give Uber because if I was a predator, I now drive on an Uber platform. They would never people. That's why Uber do background check every year. But so often. That means if they miss something, if they do something between the last background check and they pop up on the next one, you're not driving with them, you know? You're not driving with them. Uber will cut you off for anything. If passenger tell lie on you, Uber will cut you off, you know? You know, you may say, Uber will cut you off and then ask a question after. Then I ask a question and say, call us so and so and so. No, Uber cut you. And then you have to go talk to them. Why this and why that? So if Jamaica had given employers the sexual predatory registry list, maybe this brother wouldn't be working for the ride-sharing company, must run for the taxi. All right. If a ride-share app can miss that, and normally ride-sharing companies are tech companies. I want you guys understand that. Tech companies, tech. You can't just make an app like that if you're not a tech firm. Just think about how Uber work. What genius sit down and come up with an app like that? It's a tech company. It's not no taxi cab thing where you people talk about. It's a tech firm. Think about a man to sit down and come up with an app like that. You understand me? Uber is much safe. All right, let me ask you a question. How much red plate, when I believe, tech people gone with them, I never hear from them? But I say these app are the worst. But I'm sure to say it's safer to take the app. People listen to Carlos. And you guys must fight to keep your apps. It's safer. People get take away all day, every day, and them red plate there. What was the difference this time? In a right share, them know where to start the search from. You know what, man? Them red plate, they do all about dirt, they never know. Because them can't trail you, there's no app to trail. But if you are in one of them vehicles there, and they know, so well, Sharon, they call so and so and so. Them can start from there. And the driver can't erase it. Your driver cannot erase what happened. Him cannot do that. So that's why you hear them attack. It's technology that lead them to the person. Right? And the help of Jamaica I. The technology them talk about is the app. What kind of technology you them talk about? Is the app. That's technology. That's why I rather my kids take a Uber over a red plate. Just because if anything should happen to them with that Uber, at least we'll know where to start search from first. If they take a red plate, where are you going to go look? Where are you going to go look? Where? How are you going to, where is it written, say, you was a passenger on this car? Where do they have that? It's only one way you can know some passenger in the car, and it's right share. It's much safer than red plate. Red plate should be mandated to have an app. There should be two. The app is safer than the plate. Not because they look one off, this man do something wrong. People, it happen in America too. Even though driver knows they will go to prison, they might watch, people record them. Driver do crazy stuff too. Me just tell you about the driver who take the woman to Fresno and go in the back seat for the woman and have his way with her. Me tell you that. If no man go to prison, but it's when do drive the woman from Sacramento, San Francisco, the Bay Area, all the way to Fresno. Him knows him can't get away. Him knows him cannot get away. But what he do it anyway. You have drivers who do that to passengers, do them wrongs. Just like how police do stuff what they must do. Like teacher, like anybody, like fathers, like mothers who find themselves in prison. People you expect to do the right thing, like pastors. Do you understand me? These apps are safer. If you're going to red plate downtown from half a train and go your yard, how do you know say they're on a red plate? How do you know say they're in the car? If the car and stop somewhere of a Jamaica I to see her go in at it, at least they see her go in at it. How do you know where to start the search first? But if you take a lift, a ride, share people, listen to Carlos, it's better, it's safer. Take it to point A, take it from wherever you want them from. They come in your yard for you. If you come in the ganja bush up in the mountain for you, if you have app up there, did you know that? The Uber will come anywhere for you. Do you know how much miles we drive sometimes go for people? It will go anywhere you are. And no matter where you carry a bag of ganja, your Uber driver will carry you. Just to smell up the car, because Uber driver don't like when they bring stuff in our car and stink up the car. The car must smell good. Every time. Yeah? Uber will carry you. And there are a lot of times you hear Vaza talk about illegal activity. Of course, Uber does illegal stuff. But me don't know. They could, because people send packages in your car before they come. Send it on. And matter of fact, Uber have a service like that. We can do that if you turn on that part of your app. You can carry packages like Amazon from point A to point B if you turn on that part of your app. And if you even don't turn on that part of your app, and you carry passengers, passengers can call you, and when they look, the passenger now come, they might bring bag, they will bring food, they will bring this and that, come give you to take to point B. You don't know why none of them thing there. You don't stop a road and go to people saying you're not gonna do that. You're gonna take it to point B, and when you go there, somebody collect it and gone. It could have been anything. People are gonna be people. Yeah? No matter what man knows, so we got a prison, man will do the wrong thing, same way. But what is more safer? So when your prison head take your head chip, and an Uber you drive, and me in a it, you got a prison. But if you head chip and you drive a red plate, what happened to you? What happened to your people? Red plate. Would they be able to find the teacher that quick? Would they be able to find the man who commit that crime, that act against the teacher? Would they? Look upon it good. So how many taxis we have on road with that type of people are driving to the proper background check, because government keeps sexual predatory lists private from the public. And if it's private from us, I think it's also private for employers. Employer can run a good background check because government now give you that part of the people to run. So I believe, say, this is the government fault. Yeah? The government fault. And if it's a ride-sharing company, don't do the background check. They're at fault. And then I run them background check and then buck up in a roadblock. Because government not publish sexual predator list. So if Uber and the ride-sharing company can't get that, or you're going to put Uber at fault for having a sexual predator in a vehicle. But beside a sexual predator or not, if the driver, I don't care if you're a pastor or police, your Uber driver hurt the passenger and that, people have big lawsuit. People have major lawsuit, people. Where the family for the woman are there? Where is the family for this teacher who don't get to know a lawyer and a good one too? The family for this teacher who don't get to know a lawyer. Too often we as Jamaica now pursue the stuff the right way. And so the thing said, man, no. Get you a lawyer, go for the jugular. Who don't understand how people deal with all Uber and all of them over there and sue them? How don't know people? People, they don't ramp with them sue them over here. Get you a good lawyer. Go off of Uber, the right share people. I'm telling all this thing work. The government. Can the government fail to make the sexual predatory list public so employers can make better decision? If it was for the government's negligence, that teacher would probably be here today. Get to know a lawyer, Jamaica. Get to know a lawyer, mama. Me see the man that crying, the mama ball. You can imagine. The daughter probably be the only thing I take care of mama. The mama a ball for her daughter. Get to a lawyer, family. Get to know a lawyer. Go off of the right sharing company. Go off of them. Even if they have background check done or not. As long as them do your arm. Get to a lawyer. Get to know a joke. Get to know a good lawyer. You know, them have some lawyer over here. Who, them the lawyer they just to go off of Uber and Lyft and all them things. Then you see them on roadside. Them tell you, have you ever been hurt in an Uber? People don't tell you. Late night on TV, you see them on commercial. They will ask you for trouble. Lawyer up as well. Did you get a headache in an Uber? Them lawyer up as well ready to take Uber to the cleaners. So get you a good lawyer. A good one, not get no cheap lawyer. Get a lawyer who can go after them and take them to the cleaners. Remember, you know, put death in the man. And who cause it? The driver. The app driver, him cause it. And the man have a history. And then the first time he might do it. He do it at a small island before and get charged for it, arrested. In a Jamaica, he do the same thing again. The man is a predator. So our predator end up a drive taxi. It's a mistake. This should never happen. The government is at fault because the government keep the sexual predator list. Should be public by now, people. Have the sexual predator list in Jamaica saving and safeguarding on a friend them. Nastiness. So they can go from place to place to place to violate. Victims after victims after victims. Because the system cover up the dirt of predators in Jamaica. In America, they make it public so that predator can't hurt no more victims. Do you hear what I'm saying? When they publish the sexual predator list out there, all in face and in name and address and everything out there, people, the world can see it. So parents can make better choice. Make your people walk down there so make your kids walk around there. Don't have your kids playing by the park alone. Be careful. You understand me? But in Jamaica, can you imagine how much dangerous predator? I drive bus in a taxi next door, the driver, the bus driver, him and the coach, him and the pastor, him and the teacher. Can you imagine how much me say you get a good lawyer, Jamaica, and bring the money home? Remember, can't bring back the life. Gone already, but me I tell you all them things I work. Take it from me, man. I hears me I do Uber, you know. No matter what me I do, me still I do Uber on the side. Remember, because I love it. I love people. I love raising people and go place. I love driving. I just Carlos thing that. Yeah? I win the last time I still I drive Uber. Yeah, man. But now you want to go meet people, man. What do you, man? That's a mistake. So Carlos know how these things work. There are liars out there ball every day. If you ever get a headache in an Uber, make them know. They say if you ever get a headache in an Uber, make them know. But let somebody go get dirt like this, the driver go do what? What the hell? What happened? And not because of Jamaica is different from over here, so. I'm not sure it's Uber do it or one of them is another ride sharing company, but it's one of them ride sharing company. But whatever ride share company Take them to the cleaners. Finish here this.
Andrea Chisholm, TVJ News.
Where lower fares are charged, and that impacts on the immediately.
The Transport Authority is scheduled to meet with representatives of local ride-sharing apps this week.
InDrive remains outstanding. And I'd like to point out that in addition to the government concerns about...
So if InDrive is outstanding, what happened to the other ride-sharing then? What happened to the ride-sharing company? InDrive is remain outstanding. Are your friend app that? Is that your friend app? If InDrive is okay, what happened to Uber? You can't say InDrive is more sophisticated than Uber. Uber the first, you know. Uber bust out this. Uber started. Uber are the first. So you can't tell me say InDrive do a better job than Uber. Can't fool me.
Transport Authority is scheduled to meet with representatives of local ride-sharing apps this week.
InDrive remains outstanding. And I'd like to point out that in addition to the government concerns about safety and security in this environment, there are issues relating to undercutting in the market where lower fares are charged. And that impacts on the tourism, the economy in general, and the threat of other issues such as money laundering and terrorism.
Discussions have begun with international ride-sharing app Uber, which has indicated a willingness to operate within Jamaica's legal framework. Andrea Chisholm, TVJ News.
Cook me a cook, people. Cook me a cook. So I have to send to me fast.
Local recordings are now available on stream.
Yeah, man, I cook, man. I smell it thing. I go down, I say, hold on, I make me bun up. How do you know people? Yeah, man, I cook, I chat until me hungry and done and no food to eat. But what may I tell you right now, people? Uber no give up without a fight. Let me tell anyone I own here, so Uber no give up without a fight. Uber me talk about, you know? You think it was easy for Uber to go to New York? Uno no serious more than the politician in New York. Uno can't serious more than them. You think it's easy for Uber when Uber got like England? Uber get fight at England, you know? People, we were watching it. When Uber launched from California, San Francisco. And as I was with them, we are watching as Uber make themselves cross the world. When Uber got England, and that's how them get fight. This app, low ride, just like a buzzer talk, so. Just like a buzzer chat. This app, taxi driver, them pay them this and pay them that. This app come to take over. Yes, you cannot tell these people to go back to no stinking, dirty taxi. In America, you can't tell young people to do that. Them spoil already, them used to go in a them phone and go on them app. And the taxi come, Uber come right on them door for them. Take them right where them I go. Make several stops. And in the Uber app, you can make stops. Them can stop at the store. Make several stops. Them can stop at the grocery store on the way to where them I go. Them can stop at the liquor store where them I go. Do you understand me? You can do that with taxi. People can pay for every stop. You can stop along the way, people, in the Uber. It's convenient for people. And because of this accident, let me say, condolences. Real condolences to Wagwan with the teacher. To the family. RIP to the teacher. St. Peter Clever Primary School. I used to go to St. Peter Clever Primary School. That was my school. My heart goes out. But you're not going to use one situation and tear down a system. Uber is a system. Ride sharing is a system you create. You don't tear down one politician have that the power there. We just ban everything one time because of one person. A dumb thing was a talk about. Fool thing I chat about. Idiot. Emotion and I think. You know what people in Jamaica get used to this now? You want to take it from them? Yeah, some people left them yard, certain place them live dark. Dark, you can call a Uber to come there in the dark for you and carry you in the light where you go. Some people don't want to walk certain place. You call the Uber, them and come for you. It's more safer. You talk about terrorism. Hear the man talk about terrorism. Tell me, say, who's for Uber? How come this ride sharing have nothing to do with terrorism? Whenever they want to make a big mark at Jamaica, make things look bad, they call this terrorism. What terrorism come out of Uber? You know the man I say? How they get terrorism out of Uber? More often know that. How them get that? More often know how they get terrorism out of Uber. More often know.
Immediately, the Transport Authority is scheduled to meet.
And with a letter from the police.
People say, I'm an idiot. They're an idiot to backside. A real idiot we have a transport minister.
Yes. To the minister responsible for telecommunications, I have a responsibility to act. And I am prepared to go to the end of the world to make sure that that ban is enforced immediately.
Immediately ban all the cocaine from coming to Portland. Damn place dusty. Portland does reach Florida. Immediately ban all cocaine from going to Portland. Ban all cocaine from going to Portland. Let's continue. Listen,
the Transport Authority is scheduled to meet with representatives of local ride-sharing apps this week.
InDrive remains outstanding. And I'd like to point out that in addition...
InDrive remain outstanding. I wish one of you bridging them up that, brother. InDrive can be better than Uber app. Cannot be better. Cannot be better than Uber app. Can't be better. Uber start this thing. Everybody follow. Listen again.
To the government concerns about safety and security in this environment, there are issues relating to undercutting in the market where charges, lower fares are charged.
Yeah.
And that impacts on the tourism, the economy in general.
Lower fare charge impact on the tourism. The tourism used to Uber already. When I come to Jamaica, Uber me want to take. I never rent a car. Once the tourism come, they want Uber. Why take that from them? You're not dummy, you know.
And the threat of other issues such as money laundering and terrorism.
All terrorism have to not to do with Uber. Money laundering and terrorism. How does that have anything to do with Uber? All right, Shane. Tell me how money laundering and terrorism have anything to do with this rideshare company. Tell me. Tell me. I feel them people. Because they should do them due diligence, dot all I's and cross all T's before any rideshare roll out in Jamaica. Uber do the background check, not the government. So here Vasa talk about say, you want a background check from the ride-sharing company and from the government. No! It's the company that do the background check, and Uber don't do background check no more. Uber used to do their own background check. Them start to outsource it. A lot of companies that outsource their background check. So if anything happens, it don't come back upon them and say, how did you miss this? I can't believe you missed this. So Uber start to outsource their background check. So them are idiots and don't know what going on in the world of people. That's why Jamaica stay so, you know. I pay effort them out there. I idiot them. I idiot them people. Make you hear this, I'll be right back.
The government, because the economy is growing, the government is now giving young people who are registered in HEART approximately $150 each month to help them with the bus fare and help them with the lunch money. So nobody has any excuse not to go to school to learn a skill because you're getting help with the bus fare and help with the lunch money as well. If that is not transformational, I don't know what is. So if that is not transformational, I don't know what is. So
guys, must I tell you, say, I cook, you know. I mean, I tell you, say, me give you a piece of the yam when I cook or whatever you say. Me say, lads, No, people. May I say to you guys on this platform, may I say to you the same thing I said to my kids. Uber, ride sharing is much safer. There's a large amount of killing in Jamaica. You know, they just dead. The government now do them work. So Vaza come out and go like say him so hurt because of him hear about the teacher. Like I said, condolences to the family member. Our mother, me see our mother weep. Condolences to the mother, the family member, the students. I used to go to that school. Condolences, my heart goes out. This should never happen in the first place. But you don't shut down a system because this happened. What you do, you fix it. Arrest who need to be arrested because everybody did not commit this crime. There are drivers out there, they did not commit this crime. There are other passengers that this never happened to them. So you fix the system and don't tear it down. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you. So Vaza get personal now and I talk about them undercut prices and rare. That's personal. That's personal. That is personal. Uber, you know things that Uber hear that? Oh yeah, me hear that over and over and over. As Uber was making its way right across the country, I hear it over and over. Like I said, New York was one of them, the state that put up the biggest fight. New York City, the taxi medallion tied up into firefighters' retirement in New York. And they look at Uber as a big threat. You go to New York now, don't you have Uber there? New York, don't you have taxi driver? Don't everybody eat? Right? You have, they say Uber just find itself and just there one place. Don't you have Uber driver in New York? Yes, me go there the other day, me took one. Me go, a several Uber driver me take. Come in, never drive, I never rent a car. So me take Uber driver from the airport and to the airport in New York. You have taxi driver there. You have Uber and Lyft driver. Everybody coexist in unity. So even though Uber got a fight in the first in New York, Uber find a place in New York society, in the system, the bloodline of New York, where if New York ever come out right now and say them a ban Lyft and Uber, them have hell to pay. Young people now have that. Them now go back to no dirty car where smell like curry. Taxi used to dirty and nasty. This Uber change everything. When you're driving an Uber car, you're driving a 2025 car. Well, no, 2025 no come yet, but you jump in a Uber will come. Brand new, smelling good, clean car. That's the standard that Uber set. Raise the bar. Do you hear me? Thank you guys so much. I remember in 2016, Mr. Vaz was buying cars to run taxi, and he was giving everybody as long as they voted for JLP. So what happened to all those cars, Mr. Killer Vaz? Well, me don't know Lilith and Lucky B. We don't know about that. We sound like him have a axe to grind. Because you hear him not talk about the woman we're dead, you know, and safety, you know. The whole thing the man talk about, oh, they might take money away from this and that and this app. All this emotion don't work in a court, and Uber will take you to court. Uber will go to court because they don't have the money like Uber. Trust me. Uber not afraid of you. Enough country, Uber go in, man, and run over the system, see where, you know, and go through. But if you think, say, you know, go slow up the young people, them are the people them who use this app. Sometimes the people live at some place, people, them can't walk there. Dark at night time, them go work where you can call the ride share. Them will come pick you up. And if the driver say anything inappropriate, you can leave him a bad note on him stuff, and that you'll be the last person pick up. If the driver smell like no weed and smell like alcohol, you could be the last passenger and pick up because you can write him up. That's what ride sharing is all about. You can give a driver ratings, 1 to 5 ratings, 1 to 5 star. So if the driver not do good, you give him a 1 star. That's not good for him. And if every passenger come in the car and give him a 1 star, he's not going to be on that platform for much long. Do you understand me? So you have, and you as a driver, you can rate your passenger too. I can write up my passenger. My passenger come in my car and misbehave. Oh, me have a whole lot of stuff to say about my passenger also. It go both ways. I can give my passenger 1 star. I can set it where that passenger never see my car again. Uber will never peer that passenger to me. You can also do that. You have that option. We can set it where Uber never ever peer that passenger with you again. Huh? So Angeli, yes, a Uber driver taking away job from taxi driver who needs feed their family. But don't so you say Uber fake drivers are killing the women in Jamaica. Come with it. You sound like Vaz. Don't make me black and delete you with the nonsense. Explain yourself. Come in black and delete. Misunderstand people are come from a thing so. Uber drivers killing fake. Don't come on my page that F-free. Come into Uber. Passenger kill Uber. Uber driver do stuff to them too. But Uber is safer than taxi. How much red plate kill people I don't know. Is the Uber why they find a woman here? The Uber why they find her on the app. If it was a red plate, then I never find the teacher. How many red plate driver kill? How much woman red plate driver kill in Jamaica? You'll never find that out. How much? Look here. If they are fake Uber driver over there, are the government fault? The government write tickets every day, you know? Yeah, man. Yes to Uber. I said yes to Uber. I'm an Uber driver for life. Yes to Uber. Safer in Jamaica. Safer. I become an airport in my life. We call it Uber. Yes to Uber. Taxi and Uber driver, when they just start America, it's the same thing. Taxi driver mad at Uber driver. But right now, taxi and Uber driver work together. I don't see no difference. Go to San Francisco. I was just in California the other day. I was just in San Francisco the other day. Uber driver today, taxi driver today. At the airport, guess what? At the airport, you have a place in the airport for Uber driver, mobile app driver, ride share driver. There's a place at the airport for them. Whenever pick up people, there's a place where the people stand up and for you to pick them up, and there's a place on the taxi cab also. So everybody coexists. But me, I tell you, if that woman was in a red plate, they wouldn't find the woman. It's because she was an app, she was on an app. That's why you hear the police say it's technology them use. Them use technology to find the woman. If it was not for the ride sharing technology, and it's just a red plate driver take you go dash away and do, you're gone, they're not find you. So how many other people red plate driver go dash away? If I said so Angeli said Vaz too busy digging to Mark Golden instead of trying to protect safety. I don't lie. Look here. Uber vet them people up here. The problem is Angie. The problem is family. Is the sexual predator registry list. If they can't find the list nowhere, how can they? In America, this man couldn't drive for Uber, you know? This man couldn't drive for Uber up here. No, they're not gonna. People say they do serious background check for Uber. Him can't drive for Uber up here. So tell me, say, any employer can hire somebody who have the sexual. Come remember, the man do it already, and the first man do it, you know. The man do it on one small island, and the couple and do it again at Jamaica and charge feet already, you know, several times, you know. And the man, at the third time that we know about. This is what we know about, family. So all we know is that the same man never used to drive red plate for people. And he got dirt people and dash them away. All we know. That's why I said the Uber is good in a place called Jamaica. Not only Uber, because they are the ride sharing apps out the family. They are the ride sharing app in Jamaica, not only Uber out the family. But I'm talking about ride share, period, with the Uber or next ride share app. It's safer than taking a red plate. Because once you enter it and the driver come to you, you register right away before you even go into the car. In the system, and the driver can't delete that off your phone. No, we can't. And the driver come for you. You jump into the car, driver press, bam, start the ride. Ride start. You can share your location with anybody. They can watch it in the car too. Like a navigation. They can, oh, Sharon just reached at the stoplight. Oh, yes, she passed the police station downtown. Me watch her until me make sure she reach her yard. You hear me? That's the safety that these apps give you. A red plate driver have that? No, they don't have that. So who do you stand a better chance with that survival? Red plate or the ride sharing app? Ride sharing app. Red plate driver kill people? Yes. But can you find them? No. If you kill people on the ride sharing app, hold them off. That's why they find them and they're so quick. Because the app, the technology, you hear the police them say they use technology to find the driver and find the victim. They use technology. If it was not for the Uber technology or whatever ride share, I'm not sure it was Uber, it was some other ride sharing, them use it to start zero. That's how them start the search. But if there was a red plate driver and then go dash the woman in a bush, what come out right? How do man start the search? Where? So you see the danger, you see people. Some killer a drive out there, killer a drive red plate too. Killer a drive red plate. And you can't have no fake Uber app. Or you have a fake Uber app. Can I go both ways, you know? A serious app, you know? Uber app is a serious app. Very serious app. Whoever create that app, a genius. Trust me. Very serious app. Uber app. All them have is an app, and they make money off an app. Look, the man. It was in driver. Say TM Rose said it was in driver. See it there? It was in driver. It was in driver. You hear that brother say?
Immediately. The Transport Authority is scheduled to meet with representatives of local ride-sharing apps this week.
In drive remains outstanding.
You hear me say in drive remain outstanding. See TM Rose said it was an in driver. You see that? But him and said remain outstanding. So when beef is with TM Rose said in driver did it. That's why I play that to make sure, you know. He said in driver is outstanding. That's what I'm saying. See, I tell you, say this person here is an in driver app cause this. Eh? Can you hear me now?
Immediately.
The Transport Authority is scheduled to meet with representatives of local ride-sharing apps this week.
In drive remains outstanding. And I'd like to point out that lower fares are charged. And
representatives of local ride
people in drive. So it's in drive good. So what am I talking about? So hold on, and an in drive cars, when an in drive driver do this. Eh? And when an in drive, so I say in drive remain outstanding. So when beef with, if in drive is outstanding, where you ban all of these apps for? You know, make no sense. Your fix I need to be fixed, my brother. Lego the sexual predator list. Jamaica, now hear me? Jamaica. How much predator drive on a red plate? How much predator are driving a red plate? How much predator go dash at people? How much predator dirt people at Jamaica in a red plate? And then dash away after them dirt you. How easy it is for police to find them. So what would be your best chance traveling back and forth in public transportation in Jamaica? Wouldn't it be an app that talk on you? That snitch on you if something should I do you? Wouldn't it be that app where you can share it with somebody? You can share your ride with somebody. They can look on it and see you moving just like them and look on it. Do you hear me, people? Vaz ain't got no sense. Them politicians ain't got no sense much. You're going to disrupt a whole system. You talk about technology. Those rides are good for Jamaica. It's safer. That's why we have so much killing. And even though it's safe and man knows that man got prison, man will do it. Just like a man will take out and gun and pop you up, even though he knows that man got prison when him do it. They are human being on earth just like that. And no matter how you get rid of the Uber, you get rid of the in-drive, you got a red plate out there, red plate driver will do even worse. But I would rather my kids be on a ride-sharing app type of ride. That means that my child come up missing. Me know if you look first. If this woman that come up missing after she take a red plate, nobody that find the teacher yet. Nobody. See, I use Uber here in Spain. Whenever I don't drive my personal car, I rent one of the ride-share cars here. You see? I want you to know that, guys. It is much safer. I'm going to tell you guys, don't listen to us. Them are idiot. They don't know them attack at Jamaica. They back a wall, back a bush. Politician them we are dealing with at Jamaica. They don't say, only thing them see a corruption at Jamaica. They don't know what they're doing now. They make it up as they go. I idiot them. Thank you so much for watching this video. Right sharing to the world. Yeah, man. Me and one of them. Remember that. It's safer for people. Remember, as a driver, and let me give you a little tip as an Uber driver. May I give you a tip? The safest place to drive in your car, because you don't trust nobody, me not trust nobody. Remember that. Me not trust people. No care who. I may always give people who love these tips. The safest place to drive in a Uber car or taxi is right behind the driver. The driver can't see you. He can't study you. He can't look in the review mirror and see you. You're there behind him. I wonder what the hell you're there behind him I do. Remember Uber driver I talked to you? The safest place to drive in a taxi, or you lift for your share, you lift for your whatever, is behind the driver. I'm giving you this again. The safest place to drive in a ride-sharing vehicle is behind the driver. Now, giving the tips again. Make sure your information on your phone matches the license plate. Cars look alike, same color and everything. I have people who come in my car and sit down. I'm ever telling them, get out of my car, please. Sorry, this is the wrong car. And they have cases already in somewhere in California. One lady got into the wrong car and they never see her again. You know, hear me I say? One lady, because car look like car, you can have the red Ford, whatever, the same car. Yes, you a car will come, people like that. Several times people are trying to open my door, you know. Like me stop at the corner. Several times people trying to open my door, but because the door shut all the time. Make sure you look at the license plate. Remember, ask the driver, what is the driver's name? Don't come and say, Carlos. Well, let me a predator. Do. Yes, man, this is Carlos. Come on. Yeah, this is Carlos. Come on, yeah, man. You ask the driver name. Driver, what is the name? The driver is supposed to tell you the name. Don't say, Carlos? Yes, come on in. There was a girl in the Bay Area, California, went into the wrong car. She missing. What me say? Go into the wrong car. She missing. Not everybody brain screw on properly. And the least chance them see they can take advantage of a disadvantage of a situation, they will do it. So sit right behind the driver. It's the safest place in any Uber, any Lyft. Sit behind the driver. If the driver go pull any stunt, trust me. You never right behind the driver. People, me Uber driver, man. Remember in a years, me I do this, you know. A years, me I do this, you know, people. Never have an accident, never have a speeding ticket, you know. No matter what me I do Uber, you know. Years, you know. To drive safe on the vehicle, I tell you, drive behind the driver. When you call the Uber, get off your goddamn phone. Stop talking to Pookie and Sharon and all of them. That's why people go in a wrong car, because them come off of them app, start them on them phone, so them now look on the car and come. So any car slow down on them foot, they believe say, are them Uber. While them sitting on the phone, talking that nonsense, get off your phone, look at the phone, make sure it's the right car, all the information is on your phone. You're not supposed to make that mistake. Look at the phone when you call an Uber. Stay on your phone until the car come. You can make sure so that even the driver, look like the picture you have on the thing, the car, the license plate. There are so many safety features for you not to go in the wrong car, but people do it all the time, must be stupid. They on the phone and talk to Pookie them. Especially when they're drunk, KK. KK, yes. When they're drunk, the female them do it. Female, you know. Come in your car, you know. You think I look a female and say, no, I'm going to try to open my door. I'm not here for you. Uber also uses a code. Thank you, Robert. So once you go into the driver can't start the ride unless you give him the code in a 4-digit code, you know. Once you go into the car, the trip won't start until you give the driver the code to enter into the app. When you enter it in the app, then it's the right start. Do you understand me? So if me as a driver decides to make a violate you, me can't get away, you know? There's no getting away. Can't get away. Because they know say the last car them take is my car. They know me. Sharon come in my car. Then when we take Sharon go. Now they start to look at the cameras and follow me. Just like them doing in Jamaica with this driver here. That's what I say, if it was a red plate, they would never find the woman. So if Vaz talk about Vaz, they need to chill. Let the people them still fix this. This is the best way for Jamaica to move around. Ride sharing is the best way, safest. Not because some fix the problem out there. Fix it. Ride sharing is good. Some of them will call and let you know they're outside. Yes, they will call you and send you a text. And once you hang up, once you drive the passenger come out of your car, you have no connection with them again. Do you hear me saying? Once you drop off the passenger and end the ride, the driver have no connection with that passenger number. The number of the passenger in the car is not the real number. If you're looking at the Uber app and you see the driver number, that's not my real number. It's my number through Uber. So when you come out of my car, you can't call Uber and get me. The only way you're going to get me unless me give you my number in the car. Personal number, say, no, take my number. You can't call me so and so and so. Which happens every now and then. You give passenger a number. You know, because you meet people out there, network in the Uber. You network, you just meet all type of people. You hear me? If it was a red plate, that body lasts forever. Robert Honeywell, you know what I'm saying. If it was a red plate, the body lasts forever. That's somebody here, Vaz. I say, bandits. This is what this idiot I talk about. What this idiot is talking about? It is good for tourism also, my J. Yes. Because foreigners used to those type of apps. Man, look out the airport, more turn on me up and say me an Uber driver I can call. And them me I use. Can you call like a red plate driver? You don't know him? Red plate, I take people him about fake red plate driver per road now. Man with a thief off people plate, you know. And man will make red plate, you know. Me say a man with thief off people plate off of them car. Yeah, man will make red plate. We can tell you some stuff about Uber, you know. So when Uber does start, that the app no fix it, you know. The app them a work on the app, you know. Do you know some people used to call me up and tell me if I go in the part of my money there? You know what Uber driver get robbed? That Uber just start people at San Francisco. Remember, you know? They work on the app, you know. Keep working on it, improve the app, you know. Uber app, so they improve it over the years. Remember me there San Francisco drive, we get call. People, listen to me, Uber don't call you. Uber will never call you. You'll never get a call from Uber office. People call us and them a call from Uber office and them a this, that, and the other. They want to stop and remember the last person who called me. Say must let me say my car passengers. Say must let off my passengers and Uber will credit me for that. Lie. A scammer get into the Uber system. That Uber did brand new. Believe me, people. Uber brand new, so scammers are called through the Uber app. Calling drivers and tell them, say, go with them money there in the app. We go do this, that, and the other, and guess what? Drivers lose their money. So Uber can send message out that say, no, Uber really don't call no driver. Uber don't call drivers. So if no man call you, you're idiot if you go in your money and a listen man on a phone, I tell you, say, go to this app. I tell you, if you go to the app where your money there, you know, people and do this, that, and people do it, and believe say Uber call them, you know. Uber don't call nobody. Uber not call you. They not call you, people. Uber don't call nobody. Uber never call me yet. Uber never call me yet. And you hear me, you say, me then Uber from Uber was only in San Francisco. Yeah? You know how much years that? At time I drive a Ford 500, you know. Gas I kill me. Can't take gas, you know, 6-cylinder me have, you know. Take gas. That Uber just started at San Francisco. That they call. That don't happen no more because I'm sure they improve the app and they fix it. It's a tech firm. Remember me telling you now? It's a bunch of techies who create this Uber app. In San Francisco, you have a tech firm. There's 2 or 3 young men in our room, you know. As a tech firm. I want you guys to understand how techie work, you know. You have a whole tech firm in a one little bedroom in a San Francisco, them pay rent, you know, 3 men, a farm, have this app and them start this stuff and them work on it. 3 laptop. That is what a tech firm come from, you know. Just like Uber. I don't know how many guys build this. It could be the 2 or 3 guys see you in a bedroom in San Francisco, decides to create this app where they don't need no car. Look at the trick. Them don't need no car. All they need to have is this app and make sure this app work good. Now use your car. Make them money. Put mileage on your car, not the person who create the app. They won't create the app on the space. Genius, you know. You want to run another genius move again? Amazon. Amazon don't use their money. Them create another app. That's another tech firm. And we guys understand techie, create these stuff. Just sit down and come up with these ideas. Techie. So Amazon, imagine, I come up with this app. Amazon don't use their money. It's your money Amazon used to get rich to go shop for you and collect the profit. Don't you have to send your money to Amazon before you get your goods? Talk to me. Don't you have to order the stuff and send your money to them before you get the goods? Don't it? So see, Amazon create the app. You don't have to come out of pocket with a penny. Jeff Bezos, one of the richest man in the world. Jeff don't have to come out of pocket with a penny because Amazon use your money to go shopping for you. So you see, a techie, tech firm, them sit down and they figure out all this thing, or they might make things easier for you and themselves, and people like things easy. And during the big C, a lot of tech companies took off during the big C. Do you understand me? Say, are them garage, KK say, are them garage, and a lie. Are them garage, and big old tech firms start from a garage. What do you mean about Apple and them sitting there start from? Apple. One of the richest company in the world. I want to believe it start from. Facebook. I want to believe they sitting there start from. You think it'll start out that Silicon Valley out there where they make this big old compound? No, people. You start from somewhere small. And you have big tech giants like Facebook buy other apps from people, buy technology from people. Like Facebook had bought Instagram. And Mark Zuckerberg make Instagram. It's some other techie make Instagram. But what Mark Zuckerberg did for Facebook, he bought Instagram. So Facebook now own the competition. Because they saw the competition coming. Because Instagram was coming. Right now, Instagram hot. Instagram hot right now, what Facebook did. They bought the competition. So the people who make them app they now are going to create some more app, make figure sell. People, and like me, I tell you, people who make apps are inventors. They're going to make more apps to sell. One of them has said it to the feds at the airport to make them find the stuff even more quicker. People are taking to these things, you know. Even the federal government, when they go to the airport and all the facial, this and that, I take you, create them sitting in the people. Regular you like me and you, you know. In them room, for them laptop and create this stuff. Oh, I'm going to sell this to the government. And them sell it. Oh, I'm going to sell this to the bus company or the airline. They make stuff like these. Them sit down and them brainstorm, invent and create these stuff. Yeah? So when you buzz at talk about, say, boy, brother, how you do? Improve the stuff and leave the right sharing them alone. That's good for Jamaica. It is good for Jamaica. Them and the taxi man must learn to coexist. It happened in San Francisco. Jamaica don't have taxi like what they downtown San Francisco. Mr. Uno have taxi like what they downtown San Francisco. What about New York? Uno don't have taxi like New York. And New York, after the big old storm and the flare up with Uber and the taxi driver, right now, them are coexist. You have taxi driver who would start driving Uber. Vice versa. Everybody I live together. You have the Uber driver making money, taxi driver making money. So the government need to make the sexual predator list public. So we can have no predators in a red plate, white plate, or nowhere next door neighbor, teacher. That is a problem in Jamaica. I mean, I ask you again, if this woman was in a red plate, would they find her? Say Patricia there in New York, we have taxi and Uber like crazy in New York, right? Crazy. Taxi and Uber. Uber did it and taxi did it. Same way. Everybody make their money, don't it? They are coexist. So why we can't do that at Jamaica? It have to start somewhere, Martha. Have to start somewhere. Yeah? Fix it up. Fix it up because I would like my kids to be traveling, I'm a family member, in a ride-sharing app in Jamaica. That means if something to happen to them, just like the teacher, a technology they use to find the teacher. What technology? the ride sharing technology. The ride sharing technology. And with that technology, it's so easy because you can see every route them take. Every route in tech, you can see it. And them can look on the Jamaican eye. It's not no Jamaican eye, make them find him. It's the app. But them say, them see him also, they follow the car in Jamaica eye also, where they could pick up certain important evidence. Because when you drive an Uber, people, Uber can show every route to take, just like your map. So if police want you, as long as the app is on, Uber can follow you to the end of the earth. Do you hear me? They can find the location and know where you go. If you go over the valley, over the field, if you're going to the empty building, them can come in there right there with you. So it's technology them use to find the teacher. Why would VAS want to remove that sort of technology? Why would VAS want to remove that technology with a save woman from dead? Patricia said, we even have disability drivers too in New York. We have a variety. Now, yesterday, I'm come back. Yesterday, me there at Fort Lauderdale Airport. Come back at the Fort. I come out. I see a lady and a wheelchair coming in. It's like she don't have no leg. It's like all head. But she push her suitcase, a little suitcase she have it before, and a wheelchair, electrical wheelchair. She got the airport. She go fly. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? All right. So even those people are protected at them places. Talk about, come and see, put up that section about disabled drivers. But they are California one day. I'm going to see a lady in a wheelchair. I want a big white van. You know the kidnapper van? The work van. That's the type of van the woman in. But me I look on this woman, me I say, oh, this woman are going to the car. Listen to me, people. She in a wheelchair, you know. No, me say. No foot and no, them thing the little bit and all them thing. They understand me? But you're going to the big van, people. She press one button and the van put down one lift for her. She roll up her wheelchair in the lift. The lift her up. She roll off in the van, pulling back her lift. Our seat, our wheelchair. Our wheelchair is the driver's seat in the van. Remember, you know, me never see no like that at California. Me there. It's a place full of technology. But when me never see something yet, you just never see something yet. Me stand up there and watch a lady go in the van from the passenger side, from the sliding door, right? The passenger. And that's what she go in and that's the lift. The van is built a special way for her. Probably costs a whole heap of money to build it that way. And the lady, the car seat, the van seat was the wheelchair she had drive. So she drive up the wheelchair right up to the steering wheel. It never have no steering wheel, people. A lever the van got. You know, you must say? The van never have no steering wheel. A lever they got. Big white van, you know? We not talk about a little car. Me surprised. And our seat going to go lock like a car seat. For somewhere, the wheelchair where she sit down in a hitch, she push up to the steering wheel and it lock like a car seat. Do you hear me say? And the levers the lady use. Levers. Big white van. That's a rotted. Oh. So remember them people there, even though they're disabled. That's why when them shut down Promise Learning Center at Jamaica, I bend. Because I say what a short-sighted Prime Minister Nigel Clark. Because they would have shut down Learning Center because they're thinking that the youth them have a little disability or learning disability. Now gonna be in a Jamaica, so them shut down them school there first. When these people are genius, but Jamaica shut down because they don't see nothing good in a disabled youth them. So Promise Learning Center shut down. Of all the schools in Jamaica, that should be the last school. Because they are different. When they shut down the school, that's why I only not stop war, you know, about Promise Learning Center, you know. Jaja. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. As usual, I'm a student in the class. Make sure your comments make sense in every sentence. If for the first time you're on the platform and you like the work, people, subscribe on YouTube, follow me on Facebook, and make this be your home. And if you don't like how we do run us along our mouth and a screw, we don't have an issue with you on a bag of doo-doo. Just hit that button and find the next page of the rage. I love me saying to people. Yeah, man. I'm with that suggest, I'm going to advise Jamaica government, leave ride sharing alone. That is an improvement. That's a system that we need. Leave ride sharing alone. Because if it was a red plate driver take with a teacher, we don't find him. And the same red plate driver go take a woman after woman after woman after woman. But at least that boy not gonna take with nobody else. What me say? We not agree with me, people. Ride share is safer than red plate. But the Minister of Transportation don't know nothing about that because all of them are idiot. Because they not do them job. Okay? Look here. We don't hear about no more cocaine find a Portland. We don't hear that. We don't hear about no cocaine find a Portland, brother. In a good looking at the country. Make sure that not happen over there. Thank you guys for watching this video. Manners and respect, people. You know, say, we love the country, right? And everything I work, it I work. Right sharing what the people them say, make it stay. The country I move and I advance. Where I take that for the people them far? Where I move that far? The country advance. Where you want to take the people them back to? Vauxhall and Hillman out a taxi cab and country bus? You see the people enjoy them nice, decent ride, boy. Fix the system. It's not every goddamn driver a predator. And not every passenger face anything in the arm. But them are idiot people. I am Jamaican Carlos, and I'm out.
Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't pull me again. Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, me say we eat the yellow rat you. Use the youth them on the base, man must have man to statue. Say we like a catch you, but they got in a figure you. Take the spit of money, God and say that is not you. One day the man above him up, him a got a belt. But it in the kitchen, some a fly by like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% free.
It burn me.
Garbage pile up the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption fees.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out with each.
Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time.